Hey guys, this is Scarfus95 here. I have a pretty interesting gadget. This is another car phone mount, but the unique aspect about this one is that it actually is able to support Qi wireless charging. So if your phone is capable of wireless charging, this is definitely a really interesting buy here. So in addition, it has actually motorized clamps. So with a touch of a button and even some sensors on the pads that will actually open or close those clamps. So the idea really fascinated me. I did recently get an iPhone 8, which is able to support wireless charging, so that this is a pretty great idea. And I was also in the market for a new car phone mount, so this is also pretty great. The way it mounts, it is via the vent. Now this is not going to work for everybody, I know, and I had previously done videos on how I didn't really like these venty mount ideas. But for the car I'm currently driving, it actually worked out pretty well, and from my use, I think the mount works pretty darn securely. There were a few times that it did fall off, but I think for a vent mounting system, it's actually pretty great. Now, talking about what is not as great is actually the sensitivity of the touch control. I mean, on paper, it seems pretty great that you can just basically have a one-handed operation, just put your phone in and it will automatically close on your phone. But there's a lot of problems with the sensors in the pads because, first of all, it's overly sensitive. So if you happen to hit a rough bump in the road or just accidentally touch the mount, your phone is going to come straight falling out of that mount. So this is a wireless charger, and it also is a motorized clamping system, and unfortunately those two cannot be separate, so I'm not able to change the clamp to basically manual operation while keeping wireless charging. What that means is if you want to have the wireless charging and if you want to open the clamps, you're going to have to plug it in at all times. So once you shut off the ignition of your car and there's no longer power going through to the mount, if you forget to release your phone, then you're going to have to pry open those clamps to get your phone out. And then on the flip side, by default, when you turn on your ignition or you add power to the mounting system, the clamps automatically open. So let's say you stopped your car to just get gas and you leave your phone in the clamp, but then you turn your engine back on, those clamps are just going to automatically open even though you didn't want it to. So I really have problems with this automatic motorized clamp control. I think they would have done a much better job if they just left it as the usual manual clamps, and it would have saved them money. Like, I don't know why they had to put a motor in it, especially when the touch sensitivity and the electrical defaults are just terrible. And as with a lot of wireless charging, it's just not very fast at the moment. It's just more for safety things. But this particular wireless charging mount is just uber slow. I can't really see myself getting very much juice out of it. Maybe it just maintains the battery of your phone if you need it as a GPS, so I guess there's a plus there. But honestly, it just doesn't charge my phone very much, and then it also doesn't work well. There's a potential of dropping my phone mid-ride, so I just think that this is just a kind of a disaster in terms of an engineering standpoint. But from a design standpoint, I mean, on paper, it just sounds really great. I do like the fact that it's wireless charging. It's a really nice design, honestly. Like, it's very modern. It feels premium in the hand. It's nicely weighted. The clamps are nicely padded as well. It's rotatable. All great things about a phone mount. The biggest problem is actually the bells and whistles, which is this motor. So I think they could have had a home run if they just got rid of the whole motor system altogether, change it to a manual clamping system, keep the wireless charging, because that's kind of what their selling point is, and it would have been a great product that I could recommend to anybody at maybe $25. But for the price and the fact that it can potentially drop your phone mid-ride, it's just a huge deal breaker in my opinion. But hopefully this video will inspire other manufacturers out there to create the ideal wireless charging phone mount, because there definitely are buyers out there for this. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a like. It'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure to subscribe to my channel, Scarfus95, if you haven't already, to get more content like this. Or if you're watching this on Amazon, head over to my channel URL right here, or just search it up on YouTube, Scarfus95. There you'll see a bunch of my product reviews and unboxings. Feel free to browse, or if you want to search for something specific, just hit that search field. That'll do it for this video. This is Scarfus95. Thanks for watching.